3 असेंबली इलेक्शन, 2 पार्लियामेंट इलेक्शन, साथ साथ 2 GHMC इलेक्शन. तो अगर आप पूरा अगर if you take all of that into account, because all of that also disturbs kind of governance and continuity. So we have literally been able to govern only for 6.5 years, because 2 years for COVID and 1 year for these elections, 6.5 years. Now, my humble request to all of you, my humble appeal to all of you, what we have done in 6.5 years is in front of you. What others have done in 65 years before us is also in front of you. Please do a compare and contrast. उनको 10 गुना ज्यादा वक्त मिला हमसे, 10 गुना ज्यादा समय मिला हमसे. हमने बस 6.5 years हमें मौका दिया गया. इन 6.5 सालों में मैंने कई सारे टेस्टिमोनियल सुनी कि I can't beat my own drum and blow my own trumpet, but I have to say the facts. Today when my friends come visit, I'm sure this is your experience as well. When my friends or even investors come and visit Hyderabad today, the first thing they always say is, आपकी शहर बहुत सुंदर है, आपका इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर काफी अच्छा है, लगता है कि हम इंडिया में नहीं हैं. Even, I'm sure most of you have this. People who have friends outside of the city, when they come after a while, they've all had the same experience. Foxconn के chairman आए थे. He had come for a lunch meeting with Honorable CM. So when he had come, the first question he asked Chief Minister Garu was, I didn't feel like this was India. What have you done that others have not done? So as the world is recognizing what Hyderabad is, we are definitely, a city that is far superior to others. Chennai से superstar रजनीकांत आते हैं, उनको लगता है कि थोड़ा मतलब गच्चीबौली, जुबली हिल्स, I think he went around that area, and he said, मुझे यकीन नहीं हुआ कि मैं हैदराबाद में हूँ या न्यूयॉर्क में हूँ. तो मतलब रजनी को समझ आ रहा है, बट यहाँ के जो हमारे ऑपोजिशन के गजनी हैं उनको नहीं समझ आ रहा है. मैं क्या करूँ ऑनेस्टली. सनी डियोल को समझ आया. सनी डियोल आए, वो बीजेपी के MP भी हैं, वो मुंबई से आते हैं. वो आते हैं, वो कहते हैं कि हैदराबाद इतना खूबसूरत है कि मैं यहाँ घर खरीदना चाहता हूँ, यहाँ बसना चाहता हूँ. एक तेलुगु एक्ट्रेस थी लया करके, वो बस गई जाके US में. वो वापस आती है, वो भी कहती है कि हमारे सैन फ्रांसिस्को और लॉस एंजलिस से अच्छे बिल्डिंग तो यहाँ पे बन रहे हैं. तो मतलब the perceptible change that you see in Hyderabad is primarily because of one simple reason: stable government and able leadership. अगर ये है, decisive leadership है और stable government है, हाँ मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा, I won't say that हमने इसको स्वर्ग बना दिया या कुछ ऐसा कर दिया जो दुनिया में किसी ने नहीं किया. मैं बस इतना ही कहूँगा, हाँ हम में भी कमियां हैं, हमने भी गलतियां की होंगी, हमें भी कुछ छोटे मोटे इश्यूज हमारे साथ भी रहेंगे. ये नहीं मैं कहता कि हम पिक्चर परफेक्ट हैं, हम मतलब कोई गलती नहीं करे, ये नहीं बोलूंगा मैं. हाँ हम में भी हैं. There are certain things we have to improve for sure. I think it's part of growth. Everybody needs to improve. Pursuit of excellence is incessant. Therefore, I liked the theme of BNI today. I like the fact that you said 3.0, Telangana 3.0, because all of us who use smartphones, we periodically get software updates. All of us have to upgrade our phones, otherwise it will become redundant and kind of backward. So therefore, I like the theme 3.0 because I think it's important to learn from the first 10 years and move ahead with all the learnings. One of the most important things that I've learned as Minister for Industry and Technology is, while there has been a significant growth in technology and life sciences, there needs to be a lot more done for SMEs. There needs to be a lot more done for from the government side to ensure that the valley of death that typically SMEs and micro enterprises go through. We need to do more hand-holding. We need to actually have banks on board. We need to get more techno-economic viability studies done. We need to ensure कि छोटे-छोटे जो business हैं, ये survive करें onslaught को और ये छोटे business, क्योंकि अगर आप जर्मनी जैसी देश देखेंगे, तो more than 75% of the industry in Germany is SME, which I think is fascinating. So I think one of the things we ought to do is do that. And second thing, in education, one of the things our children lack today is practical exposure. And that's something I would like to change for next term, where I would want to have an opportunity to have practice school or apprenticeship kind of model where kids actually start working in the industry while they're studying. And by the time they graduate, they should get both course credits and practical exposure so that they're ready to hit the ground running on day one.
So much needed. Thank you. I think all my questions revolve around what you just said just now.
Okay.
But believe me, not only outsiders, when I travel and when I come back to my city, I feel so proud of it. So thank you so much. And having said that, when people feel so proud about the city and so much hype is there about Hyderabad, how can we get global conventions, global people to come to Hyderabad? That will, in one way, also help the service industry, which, really is, I would say, having to struggle today, because service industry is such an industry where everyone can get in easily with low capital. Everyone can be an entrepreneur. So in DNI, we have a lot of members who are service related. So what do you think, what do you plan to do in the next?
Well, in fact, after COVID, one of the industries that has taken a severe hit is service industry, without a question. But now things are looking good again. Now things are going back to where they were. But one of my biggest priorities for next term will be to focus on social infrastructure for Telangana, not just Hyderabad, for Telangana. Because the potential for tourism, for instance, is immense in Telangana. In fact, if you go around today, the number of new reservoirs that have been created, number of new water bodies that have been created, number of new avenues that have been created, and the fact that people are willing to spend money is something that has not been seen in history in the past. आज कोविड के बाद हर किसी को लग रहा है, आपको स्काईलैब शायद याद होगा, एक टाइम था, थोड़े हम लोग यहाँ पे बहुत सारे बच्चे लग रहे हैं, तो बच्चे दिख रहे हैं, तो मैं स्काईलैब शायद इनको नहीं याद होगा, बट आपको जिनको नहीं मालूम मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ. आपको पता है कि आप हाथ ऊपर कर रहे हैं? अच्छा, गुड. तो स्काईलैब करके क्या हुआ था, एक मैं भी बच्चा था, आई थिंक आई डोंट नो, मे बी 7 or 8 maybe, I remember like not so vividly, but याद है मुझे. Skylab करके, I think it was NASA or somebody who experimented and sent out, the word, like the word itself says, a lab in the sky, Skylab, right? So उन्होंने, they've sent it into the space. और एक rumor ये चल गया कि Skylab फेल हो गया और आके यहाँ पे गिरने वाला है. तो क्या हो गया, वहाँ पे मैं मेरे दादा दादी का गांव जो है वो करीमनगर में. I remember spending time there in summers. तो one summer when I went there, पूरा गांव में न्यूज़ फैल गया कि स्काईलैब हमारे ही गांव में गिरने वाला है, तो हम लोग रहेंगे बस 10 से 15 दिन रहेंगे, पूरा तबाह हो जाएगा. सो व्हाई डोंट वी जस्ट एंजॉय करके कुछ लोग ने तो अपना जायदाद बेच दिया, सब कुछ बेच दिया, खाना पीना बस, कुछ और नहीं, दावत कर रहे थे हर दिन की, मरने वाले हैं और क्या करना है. तो फिर 15 दिन के बाद पता चला कि वो जाके बे ऑफ बंगाल में गिर गया. दिस इज नॉट द स्टोरी ऑफ वन विलेज, ट्रस्ट मी व्हेन आई से दिस. एक सिनेमा भी आया इस पे, शायद आपको नहीं पता, बट आई थिंक लॉ